Alright, here we go. This is going to be Precision Plumbing. Today is June 1st, 2020. I'm at 20 Steeple Chase Drive, St. Peters, Missouri. What you're going to see here is I'm currently 116 feet away from the clean out on top of the roof, the vent. So subtract about 20 feet from this. We'll call it 100 even, all the way to the city main, which you can see the city main flowing right now. I'm going to back up and give you a video of this whole sewer. This sewer does go underneath the street into the neighbor's yard across. It's within the first 5 foot of their yard. I have it marked. The approximate depth of this sewer main is 6 feet. Coming all the way back to the house, 5'1". There's nothing pretty about any of this. The line is coming apart underneath the street. All the cast iron leading up to the street is falling apart. The bottom's knocked out of it. You're going to see major root intrusions. You're going to see 10-foot bellies all throughout it. You're going to see everything that you can think of that could be wrong with a sewer, unfortunately. I never like giving this type of news, but in this case it looks like, unless the city lateral program covers all of this, this is going to be about a 80-foot repair in total length. 70 feet, starting 2 foot off the house, where somebody has ran PVC. This house has been replumbed inside. It's all new PVC inside this whole house. But as soon as it comes outside the footing of the house, it goes from PVC to cast iron. The first 2 foot of the cast iron is completely fine, and I have that marked. That's where whoever is plumbing this house out in this yard, replumbing it, will need to dig up. That spot is literally 5'1" depth right off the house, and there will be a total of about 50 feet, and 50 foot of the property owner's sewer will need to be replaced in the yard, and 20 foot would be on the city, I'm assuming, depending on what her lateral program qualifications are for this area. I think she's actually unincorporated, so don't let me misinform you. I just highly recommend taking this footage of this video and filling out an application and seeing what you're covered under. But your whole sewer, this whole sewer, needs to be replaced 100% from the house's foundation all the way to the city main. City has major problems, the house has major problems. Alright, again, I'm going to come right up out of the city main. There's the city main. This is going to be underneath the street right here. You're like, okay, everything's fine. Boom. It's completely separated right underneath this freaking street. And it's just the whole thing is bellied and falling apart. As you can tell, after each section, I have a massive belly. Again, everything is falling apart underneath here. We have large chunks of cast iron throughout the freaking drain. Sorry, I was being attacked by a fly. About to whoop them. Disconnects, chunks of clay underneath here. The whole thing is on a belly. You can see a great picture of the belly right there in itself, where the whole pipe is smushed down underneath the street. Coming back, we're still bellied up. I don't even know how this thing's flowing right now. I cabled it out and I got it open for him, and it is working, but man, I do not know how. Let's get through this belly, which was another one where you see the whole pipe is just falling in. Roots taking over. Separations. We're talking 3-inch lips. This whole thing is just falling apart. The whole belly of this pipe is just falling out. There's literally nothing. You can see all that. You see all those massive knots coming out? That's just the whole trunk, the whole belly of this trunk line is just washing out and the ground's pushing through it. Another massive chunks of clay, cast iron, you name it, it's happening in there. Woo. Massive root intrusion right beside a collapse. This pipe is just flattening out. It's almost an oval shape. It's collapsing the bottom of it. It barely has a trough to run the water in the sewer through. As you see, it's all building up. See to your left right there, see that right there? That's the ground pushing through this pipe. You're literally on the ground at this. There's another one. I mean, the whole thing's just pushing in. There's another one. There's another one. Which is just going to hook onto your tissue, your feces, and all the above. There's another one. Another one. I mean, the ground's just pushing through this pipe. Just roots, broken cast iron, bellies. You're going to see where we transition here in a second. I mean, not much time left on this pipe. See? PVC underneath this house. PVC. PVC. No problems here. All this can stay. PVC. Again, where this transition is right outside the home, it is accessible. There you go. There's your transition right there. That's where you are going from PVC to cast, and here's where all the problems begin. Again, I recommend removing all of this out of here. It's just going to grab every piece of tissue. All has been marked and located. The city has a major problem on their hands. That whole thing is collapsing underneath that street. Again, this is going to be precision plumbing. It's going to be 20 Steeple Chase for Paulette Hurst. Today is June 1st, 2020. We need to get her, find out what her lateral program covers to see what we might or might not need to quote her on as far as the replacement of the line inside of the yard. Alright, thank you again. Have a good day.